Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I always say this every week because it is always my favorite video out there. This is going to be our weekly video where we go over the probabilities, the chances, and we actually do have some confirmed restocks going on all throughout this week for all the big retailers and the mid-tier retailers, for everywhere you guys can be on the lookout for to go and find some PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X consoles. As well, we'll also have a little bit more of a watchful eye too as well for the Switch OLED editions, because those will be kind of coming more into full force in the very near future. So we have a lot of fun things to go and talk about. As well, we'll kind of go a little bit more into the rumor side, a little bit more on the rambling side. And in theory, this should just be the one video you guys need to go watch all throughout the week to know when and where and how a restock may go and happen. As well, I'll try my best to go and cover up the previous weeks of restocks too, and kind of just give you guys all the best rundowns I could possibly go and give you guys for, well, the chance to get your console. So I'll probably start off with a confirmed, sorry, a little hiccup there, confirm stuff first, and then like the highly likely stuff, and kind of go into the taper off stuff and go from there. As well, we also do have a lot of walk-in rumors and walk-in information floating around too on top of that, and that's always one of my favorite places too, because that always just means good chances to get consoles themselves. As well, we usually do our usual sell-up for all this type of stuff. If you guys want to go and subscribe with the notifications on, we do upload a lot of videos throughout the week, but I just try my best to give you guys updates, and we will definitely be updating you guys throughout this week the best we possibly can. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed for a chance to win our brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, or use that Linktree link down below for bonus giveaway entries. Like the video if you guys enjoy it, as well leave a comment or thought if you guys want to come back to this video throughout the week if you guys did or did not get a console. We also do have the Amazon links down below, mainly because there's always warehouse consoles that kind of come and go out of stock. Those are always linked down below. The Twitter and Twitch stream, definitely follow up the Twitter if I have a chance to go and see drops, or just give you guys random updates or tweet out videos. Just want to follow down there, you guys can. Same thing with the Twitch stream. I don't really do too much restock stuff up on Twitch, but I like hanging out, chilling, talking about video games, playing video games, and all of that. Sign up for Weeble. I mentioned Weeble in every video because if you guys sign up, deposit $100 with the link down below, you guys go and deposit and get free stock and free money. Coinbase, if you guys ever want to go and buy into any cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever, use the link down below and spend $100. You guys also get free Bitcoin too on top of that. And let's go and dive in the video itself. So we have quite a few interesting things we want to go be on the talking point for. So number one, I want to talk about GameStop, because we actually have a confirmed GameStop walk-in event going on. As well, we also have a pseudo-confirmed, I don't want to say fully confirmed, we'll probably know by the end of today if GameStop will be doing an online restock too as well. So let me go and pull up all this stuff over here for this stuff. But when it comes to GameStop itself, there is a confirmed event going on for GameStop. GameStop will be doing an event on September 30th. If you guys want to be a part of that, we actually made a separate video, and we will 100% be making another video too as well when it comes a little bit closer on the dates itself. But when it comes to GameStop on the 30th, there's a few small select stores, not as many as we actually kind of overly thought. Like I said, on the day before, probably on the 29th, we will have a video on the channel with all the stores included. We also did touch on that before too as well, but they may include a few more. So that's why I'm not mentioning on this throughout this video. But basically, it's a little bit more on the East Coast side. There's only a few select regions and one store, I believe, down in Texas. But when it comes to all those stores in general, just maybe just more so if you guys are curious on as of right now. Like I said, we made a video on this before, but basically GameStop, just type in like GameStop PS5 walk-in event or whatever, or just type in, I can even go now, event September 30th, and you guys should be able to go and find up the actual event itself, which is very, very nice itself. And with all that, they'll have chances for stock. I think the apparent rumor is 50 consoles per each area, and they'll be having additional employees walking on in. So that is a confirmed event. I believe right now it's only for the PlayStations, nothing to do with the Xboxes, but as I mentioned before, some stores may also be included as we get closer to the next few days, although somewhat unlikely because the website page is fully updated for it, and Xboxes are middle likely, but we haven't seen official confirmation on it. So just letting you guys know that's confirmed. We'll have another video on that throughout the week on the 29th, probably the day before or that day as of. So just a quick reminder for that. As well, when it comes to online orders for GameStop, GameStop is on the overdue side. We didn't see a lot of really good movement from GameStop last week, but it would not surprise me just based on the trends that we'll go and maybe see a GameStop restock. Now, when it comes to GameStop, they could be somewhat overdue on the PlayStations, Xboxes, not so much. We could actually go and see maybe a dual drop with it. If they did want to do a drop for just the general public, that would probably be most likely on Tuesday or Wednesday. Those have been the somewhat consistent GameStop days, or maybe on Friday. We've seen those on occasion. But we'll usually kind of go and look for GameStop to do their weekly tweet They usually will go and promote out the pro membership, as well as also email pro members, change commission numbers for people with affiliate links, and also sometimes do send out like Instagram post. So that's usually one of our nice like indicators. And then usually the next day, they do have a confirmed drop right afterwards. So they have not tweeted out anything as of today, but we'll probably know and see throughout the rest of today if they do an online listing. They did not have any PlayStation 5s last week, so the likelihood for this week bumps up extremely high. Although if they don't want to go and actually do any drops throughout this week, because they have a little bit of stock allocated for those few select stores we mentioned for the walk-ins, then that would make sense. Although since there's only like 3 or 4 total stores for that walk-in event and like overall area, that doesn't seem as likely. So just bear that in mind. So that's like the big thing we'll be on the lookout for throughout this week for all the consoles, and maybe also Switch OLEDs in case we want to get more pre-orders in. Like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday at around 10 a.m. for pro members. That is our expectations. Now, that's like the confirmed big drop for a week. Now, all the other ones are more on the speculation side. So, on the same vein of walk-ins, I want to touch on these. Sam's Club. We made a video on this last night, if you guys had a chance to go and see that. And Sam's Club actually did go and change their online listings to actually saying in store soon. So we've never actually had Sam's Club do any walk-ins as of yet. We did hear a lot of rumors. We saw price bundles being sent to stores a few months back, but nothing ever fully came from it. But we actually have not had too many, both on Costco and Sam's Club, online restocks in a very long time, which also they are overdue on that. So in case you guys do want to buy any PS5s or Xboxes, be on the lookout for them. Costco in the morning hours, PS5s, and all that other good stuff for Sam's Club at night hours. But you've also been seeing Costco switching more so to an in-store restock, and same with Sam's Club, as I mentioned. We've seen the updating listings for that. So we don't have that fully confirmed as of yet, but that's in the early stages. We'll be tracking that the best we can. Costco, they did have their event in San Antonio, which we do believe is sold out. We've also been hearing rumors of stock slowly showing on up in other various wholesale stores from Costco stores, and also distribution centers also getting stock. So once again, both those are not confirmed, but with enough, we've had a lot of evidence and also official evidence on both their sides that online restocks are overdue, but it does seem like they're switching to in-store restocks. We'll maybe see more information throughout the next 2 or 3 weeks or so, or they can be prepping up for Black Friday in the next few weeks. Just want to get those rumors out of the way. Now for the next big boy retailers, Walmart. Now, Walmart is going to be looking a lot more on the likely side all throughout this week. Walmart themselves actually did have a pretty big and pretty substantial restock, although filled with a little bit of issues as of last week. But they also did have 2 drops planned. They had one early drop and one late drop, but the early drop, for some odd reason, big drama filled, was actually delayed for some odd reason. And then it also means that they've kind of moved their stock over to Walmart themselves. So what does that mean for the actual next Walmart restock? Usually what we've kind of seen from Walmart is that, number one, since they kind of postponed one drop, they will most likely have stock that was supposed to be allocated for the previous drop that will most likely be dropped throughout this week. If not this week, probably next week. But this week does look a lot likely because, like I said, they had enough additional saved stock from that. But as well, we've also, just based on trends, know that Walmart does sometimes do back-to-back-to-back drops. The last drop cycle was literally 3 weeks in a row. There's 3 weeks back-to-back-to-back. And then at the very tail end of that, then we had that 1 month-long lull where we had no Walmart restocks. And then it switched over to an actual proper drop that we had a few days ago. So with that, they had the Xbox Series X's, Xbox Series X Halo editions, and of course, PlayStation 5 disc and digitals. So we would be expecting another drop. We've had drop days on Walmart from both Wednesdays and Thursdays. Usually either at now, we've been more so seeing double drops, one around 11 a.m. and then one around 8 p.m., give or take on your time zones. We've also seen Thursdays be specific, 3 p.m. event times EST. So either one of those are probably times you should be on the lookout for. I'd probably say Thursdays at the double drop time. Seems very likely for this upcoming week. I'd probably put it a nice 70-75% chance, if that. So very, very likely throughout this week. Next big drop to be on the lookout for is going to be on the Target side. Now for this, and also I do want to make a quick note too for Walmart. We actually found a big leak video for Walmart. If you guys want to go and make sure orders never get canceled from Walmart, make sure you guys don't use things like PayPal or use gift cards. Use a credit card if you can, or as well a debit card. And I believe that does go and fix up a lot of canceled order issues. Now for Target themselves actually did have another stock arrival. We actually did have a pretty big batch of Xbox Series X's and PlayStation 5s. Not as big as into 100% indicated drop happening throughout this week, But it's been a very long time since the last Xbox Series X restock waves for Target. That is extremely overdue, extremely likely throughout this week. We have an employee confirmations that more Xbox Series X's have arrived. PlayStations as well apparently are also overdue to arrive and/or / have arrived, depending on the Target store you're talking to. Now, does that mean that there's going to be a drop throughout this week? It's a big maybe on it, because we'll have to see how the rest of this week develops. But we usually have seen the trends where Target will receive stock from employees or have like shipments on the way. And then usually that's just like a nice floor to go and like, it's kind of like the halfway point to have like, 5 consoles sent on over. And then there's another 5 like next week or 2 weeks from now. So this week there is a somewhat chance, especially for the Xbox Series X's, to go and restock at any day from Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, usually at more of the 7 a.m. EST time, give or take. And it is overdue for normal drops. It is overdue for stock being there. But we've also sometimes had stores sit on stock for about a week or so. So I'd probably say throughout this week, likelihood of maybe like a nice like 50, 60. That will definitely go up, and I'll definitely make more videos on it throughout the week if we do see more information on it. But as of right now, it's not 100% confirmed. If we see more stock arrivals throughout the next few days, it does bump up the confirmation of it. As well, it would not surprise me if we also saw it next week too, so we'll definitely be tracking it throughout this week. They usually have pretty good and sizable restocks for Target on a 3 to 4 week basis, as per usual. The next big boy to be on the lookout for is going to be on the Best Buy. Now, you guys might be thinking, really, Best Buy? Number one, we do have a pretty good content for Best Buy, so if we do see any more stock arrivals, I will 100% let you guys know. I do believe actually that one of their stores was confirmed for one of the stores out there that was participating in like the big drop event that happened last week, but we have not seen any confirmations for any more walk-in events. But we also are very much overdue for a normal online restock, and the rumors have been floating around that Best Buy will be doing another restock throughout this week or next week too as well for the Best Buy PS5s. Now that's more so just based on, number one, the online trends, mainly because, of course, that would make a lot of sense. They're very, very overdue when it comes to online restocks, because it's been actually over a month since the last online restock, but also some people are saying that the normal in-store restock kind of soaked up a lot of the normal stock, which I could totally agree with and totally get, mainly on the fact that they had like over 150 consoles at both ends, so it would not surprise me if we also did not see any normal restocks for Best Buy. I would probably go and say that they are overdue for an online one. I'd maybe give them another one more week to kind of build up stock again. But Best Buy has been a little bit of a wild card, and any day from like Monday through Friday could be a potential restock day. I'd probably put the likelihood on them as kind of more of like a 50-50, could be a toss-up. I can see kind of going both ways. Target at least will have some internal information to go and see stock arrivals, and Walmart is overdue on stock. So that does bump up the likelihoods on it, and GameStop is also overdue too as well. So good stuff with all of that. At least we have good like potentials around the buddings parts of it. And if we have more, like I said, employee contact information, we'll keep you guys in the know. Amazon. When it comes to Amazon, Amazon did do some PlayStation 5 disc and digital restocks throughout the past like 2 weeks. So that does seem a lot more on the unlikely side. But we also do have the Amazon links down below for the warehouse consoles. Xboxes though, I think those are extremely likely, and in all honesty, I actually would be quite surprised if we don't see an Xbox Series X restock this week. It's been over months for the last Xbox Series X. They never did do any Halo Infinite Xboxes, although they did have a manufacturer notice on that. And as well, same with Best Buy too, they never did their Halo Infinite actual consoles. So I'd probably say the likelihood of any Xboxes go up a lot more. We did also go and see Amazon Canada, I believe, get all their restocks for basically PlayStation 5 disc, digital, and Xboxes all on the same day a few days ago. So that also means that if they don't, for some odd reason, restock this week, at least other regions will be getting and have received their consoles. So it kind of means like basically Canada's all done, the UK is all done. We can put more stock towards America. Like I'm sure that makes sense to all of you guys out there. And as well, for the last kind of big boy, PlayStation Directs. When it comes to the PlayStation Directs out there, we saw a lot of PlayStation Directs throughout these past 2 weeks. A lot. And I would probably say the likelihood of more of them, well, I'm going to probably expect one. Like if I had to go and based on my speculations on this, I'd probably expect one good one or like 2 invite onlys if I had to go and guess. But some of the orders from the previous drops have still not been sent on out, and some people are still waiting for their consoles. So that sometimes goes and kind of like drops things out a little bit. So it actually would not surprise me that much if we maybe saw like a Thursday PlayStation Direct. We have seen a lot of Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays for PlayStation Directs, mainly because they still owe a lot of stock. If they still owe a lot of stock, they probably want to deal with that first and then go zip out more stock. But as well, it could always be a wild card. If I do see any PlayStation Directs, we see the emails, I'll make a confirmed video on it, because it can be pretty much any day. Depends on the Sony's mood and vibe. And then same thing too as well. If I have a chance to, I'll tweet it on out or put a community post on the YouTube channel itself. So make sure you guys are following up on both. So that's pretty much about it for all the big boys. As I mentioned, confirmed at least walk-ins for GameStop. We'll talk about that more throughout the week. GameStop very, very likely for normal online restocks. Best Buy is like a 50-50. Walmart looking extremely likely. Target looking middle likely if we get more stock available. And as well, when it comes to other stuff like Amazon, Xboxes are overdue, but we haven't seen anything super crazy from it in general. And same thing too as well with the Costco Sam's Club. Those rumors and updates are looking kind of spicy, so we'll keep you guys in the loop for that. Now as well, when it comes to after all the big boys, we also have some good information for other walk-ins in mid-tier places. And online, usually on Mondays, I feel like Mondays are pretty good restocks for Anton Line. We've kind of seen them do a big trend on either starting off the week really strong or ending the week really strong with them. But they did actually have some very active console next-gen drops last week. So if they kind of just maybe had a buffer Xbox Series S bundle just to kind of tone stuff out, I would not be that surprised on that. But when it comes to Anton Line, they actually have still been seeming to get a lot more PlayStation consoles. So I'd probably maybe expect one PlayStation. And then they did go and tweet and mention, we have to just wait for them to confirm it, Xbox Series X Halo Infinite Editions. They did go and confirm that they should be receiving some. They did do some Xbox Series X restocks not that long ago. So it kind of depends on their stocks. I'd probably say PlayStation looks pretty likely. Xbox Series X looks very likely. The Newegg, I'm sure you guys always know. Make sure you guys are on the lookout for their Newegg shuffles where they do have PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X's. On occasionally, just have to go and check every day and see, and turn in the raffle and see if you guys can get on in. As well for other various raffles too, don't forget about military. We actually have been seeing a lot of military exchanges, online websites, and depots starting back up again on the raffle system. So if you are an active military or your family's an active military, we have been seeing a lot more folks out there walking into their exchange depots, providing the basic information, and then you have a chance to either enter in on a raffle to buy the console, or we've also been seeing some online restocks and in-person restocks on occasion. This has been kind of repopping back up throughout the past week or week and a half or so. Other walk-ins too as well. Myers. We actually have some good employee contacts where we did see some stock arrivals, both for the PS5s and Xboxes in the Northern Indiana zone. We probably touched about a lot of these walk-ins in the earlier day video. But when it comes to all that good stuff, those are going to probably be expected to drop throughout this week. If not already, all dropped out too in general. So just bear that in mind. And that usually means that when one store kind of goes and starts receiving stock, and that means that other stores themselves will be able to kind of either or most likely starting to get more stock themselves too from Myers. And it is in the Midwest area. HEB, we were seeing a lot of Xbox Series X's, but ever since we saw the initial kind of promotion on that, we haven't seen anything else kind of flow on out. So just bear that in mind that they always could have some stuff, but it hasn't been super confirmed. As well for other various things too, when it comes to BJ's. BJ's is on the overdue side for the East Coast. It's been around now getting towards 3 weeks since their last restock event for the PlayStations or Xboxes. So if you guys actually have a chance to go and see any of these stores and send me any information, feel free to let me know. Same thing too as well for both Kroger's and Fred Meyer's. Apparently we've been seeing more restock days on Tuesdays and Thursdays for them. So in case you guys want to go check in those early morning hours, give them a call, get them in the electrical area and all that type of good stuff. Feel free to. We've been seeing small batches of like 1 to 3 consoles, and we have been seeing a lot of people confirmed getting the stock, getting the consoles and all that good stuff. So just bear that in mind throughout the weeks of like kind of like days to note. I'll probably remind you guys in the day-to-day video on all of that type of stuff. So bear that in mind. As well, same with other various places too, such as PC Richards. We have been seeing more restock bundles on Fridays. And that kind of seems like their golden days to get a few bundles and be able to go and sell and ship some of them out. And as well, I'm sure you guys have heard a lot. Staples themselves have also been kind of still casually receiving consoles of both the PlayStation 5s and Xboxes, although we have not been able to fully pinpoint exactly where and exactly how. But we had saw like a lot of stock for around like maybe 2 weeks ago or so, and it does kind of seem like it calmed down a little bit, and we're not seeing as much floating around. But overall, at least we have seen some good stuff. Some Sony Direct stores, aka like camera stores, are now also overdue on some stock too as well. So also bear that in mind that they could start receiving some more stock for the camera stores, like basically think like Sony cameras and all of that, as well as some other various places such as Kohl's are extremely overdue, Urban Outfitters too as well. So you can maybe wait for some big drops from them. And on top of that too, that seems like about it. We also have GameFly throughout the week, which I would also be anticipating both a PlayStation 5 and Xbox restock, more likely on the Xbox side because they had a PlayStation drop not that long ago, and as well Same with this Costco and Sam's Club, as I mentioned before. Be on the lookout in case you want to do a YOLO online restock, although they have kind of more so switched to in-store, or it seems like it. That's pretty much about the recap of all throughout the entire week. We'll definitely try your best to keep you guys all up to date with all the information. As I mentioned, GameStop, Target, and Walmart, and all the other various mid-tier places like walk-ins are definitely on our radar for today. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. I'll update you guys. Any confirmed drops, I'll label it in my videos. I just always appreciate spending your time and watching my videos in the first place. If you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway too as well. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below, and I'll see you guys all throughout the rest of this week for a bunch more videos. And I love you guys all, and I appreciate you guys all a lot. Thank you guys all so much for watching.